Taiwan, a small island off the coast of China, is probably the subject of the most intense geopolitical dispute on the planet. On one side, there's the Republic of China, commonly known as Taiwan, who governs the island. And on the other side, there's the People's Republic of China, which rules over mainland China. But why does China care so much about a tiny island? Hey historians, welcome back to the Wine History. I'm your host, Alexander. Historically, the island of Taiwan had always belonged to China. However, when China lost at the end of the Sino-Japanese War in 1895, Taiwan was given to Japan as part of the peace settlement. While Taiwan was under Japanese control, interesting things happened in mainland China. At the time, China was governed by the Qing dynasty, but in 1912, the Shanghai Revolution forced the ruling emperor to abdicate. Following this, the Republic of China was established, but soon after, its first president, Yuan Shikai, decided he wanted all the power to himself and made himself the new emperor. This led the dominant party of the Republic of China, Sun Yat-sen's Kuomintang, to dissolve. After this happened, China descended into chaos. Many provinces left and became ruled by warlords, but in 1916, the emperor abdicated, paving the way for the Kuomintang's return in 1919. 2 years later, the Chinese Communist Party was created by Mao Zedong. However, Sun Yat-sen died shortly after, leaving Chiang Kai-shek as his successor. In an attempt to unify the country, Chiang teamed up with the communists in 1926, but the following year, he killed between 5,000 to 10,000 of them in the Shanghai massacre. As retaliation, the communists killed many Kuomintang supporters in the areas they had control. These events kicked off the Chinese Civil War between the Kuomintang and the communists. The Kuomintang took over all the warlord provinces in 1928, but continued instability created opportunities for many of China's neighbors. In 1930, Tibet invaded part of western China, and even though the Kuomintang came out on top, they still lost land elsewhere. In 1931, Japan invaded Manchuria, and 3 years after that, the Soviets invaded Xinjiang. Funnily enough, the ruler of Japanese Manchuria was none other than the last emperor of Qing China, Puyi. Japan still wanted more, and in 1937 invaded the rest of China. As a result, the Kuomintang joined forces with the communists to defend against the Japanese. Eventually, the Japanese were pushed out of China towards the end of World War II, but the communists had gained even more supporters during the war, and as a result, the Chinese Civil War restarted. It is here that Taiwan becomes significant. As part of Japan's surrender at the end of World War II, Taiwan was returned to China. During the Chinese Civil War, the United States sent aid to the Kuomintang in a classic United States move, and because of this, the communists grew to hate the Americans. In 1949, the communists took over everything, and seeing that the situation was hopeless, the Kuomintang fled to Taiwan. That October, the People's Republic of China was established, claiming all of the Republic of China's territory. However, the Republic of China continued its existence on Taiwan. That same month, the communists attempted to invade Taiwan, but to do that, they would have to take the island of Kinmen. Long story short, the communists failed miserably, which means that an island less than 10 kilometers away from China actually belongs to Taiwan. In December, the Republic of China's capital was moved to Taipei, where it remains to this day. Until 1996, Taiwan was essentially a dictatorship under the Kuomintang Party, which is pretty ironic considering that it was officially named the Republic of China. Since then, the Kuomintang has only managed to be in power for 8 years. Strangely, a faction of the Kuomintang is still active in the mainland as one of the 8 legal minor parties, but that is only in name, as it is essentially an extension of the Communist Party of China. Today, the People's Republic of China is still at war with Taiwan, and both sides still claim themselves to be the rulers over the entirety of Taiwan and China. China says Taiwan is its 23rd province, and as we've seen with Hong Kong, Tibet, and Xinjiang, China is willing to do whatever it takes to make the territory it claims fall in line. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to see more content like this. If you have any questions you would like me to answer, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.